No, I got Jiho Jifkidi.
Monte Randall, Jeho Jifkados.
Mm-hmm. What branch of service did you serve in?
I served in the United States Navy, active duty from 1992 to 1996, and then I served in the Oklahoma Army National Guard from 1997 to about 2000. Did my boot camp in San Diego, California, and that was actually my first plane ride was going to boot camp, and went there, and then after boot camp in my apprenticeship school, I was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia, and I was on a pre-commissioned ship, USS Kearsarge. So my ship was actually in Pascagoula, Mississippi, being built, and we did a lot of training in Norfolk Fleet Training Center, and did a lot of damage control, firefighting. I was assigned to the flight deck crash and salvage team, and so we did a lot of aircraft fire training, and then went to Pascagoula and commissioned our ship and sailed it back up to Norfolk, and then from there went Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, Puerto Rico. I did a North Atlantic cruise, went to Belgium and Denmark, and did a med cruise for 6 months, and went to Spain and Italy and France and Greece.
Wow, how exciting.
Yeah.
Did you meet other Stajatis over there?
I met, there was actually, on my ship, there was, roughly about 2,000 maybe. I don't even know. It was big, and somehow we find each other, I guess, and I met a Navajo guy. He was in engineering, and met a Lumbee guy. He was in the deck department. So we were all three of them. We were, fireman, airman, and a seaman. So I was the airman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you have a hard time adjusting back to society after military, or was it kind of an easy transition when you came home and got back into the swing of things?
I struggled for a while. I went to college. I came home and got home towards the end of '96, and then I started going to college in 1997, and went to several different colleges, and struggled in and out of school, withdrawing from classes and failing classes, and I don't know if that was, adjustment from being in the military. I think the military actually helped me out quite a bit, having priorities and having responsibilities. I think I was just young and didn't have my priorities straight, and so I don't know if I wouldn't say it was an adjustment coming back from the military, and I actually think the military probably helped me get back on track and be, coming back to the core values that I learned in the military: responsibility and integrity and those kind of things. So after I realized, what I needed to do in my life, and I thought back to the military training, it's like, it helped out. It helped me out.
Is there something that you'd like to say? Maybe, in your opinion, do a lot of Stajati people have a hard time with the military and like normal life, or is there something that we're missing, or maybe something like you can share as far as how we can help other veterans? Maybe something like that.
I think we probably have a harder time while we're in the military. I think, because it is you're away from home, you're away from your culture, you're away from your family, and that's a big part of who we are. And for me, you kind of feel lonely, because there are a lot of groups in the military. you have the black community, you have the Asian community, you have the Latino community, you have the white community, and some people are able to transcend all of those different communities. But a Native person, you're kind of just you're in between all of those, because you don't really have a big community. Even though we do have a lot of Native Americans go into the service, but our population is already so smaller than all the others. While there's a lot of us who enlist and who go in, you kind of have to attach yourself to one of these other communities that are out there, and so I think we have a hard time while we're in. Coming back is probably one of the best things, because you're so celebrated and recognized, and I think maybe that's sort of the issue possibly is it's like it's hard to explain. I feel like I enjoyed my job while I was in the military. I wanted to get out of the military. I knew I wasn't going to stay. When I got home, at times I felt like I wanted to go back because I was successful there. But then, it's just, man, it's
kind of torn between both.
It is. It's tough. Do
you miss it?
I miss it. Yeah. I didn't think I would. Like I said, whenever I was in, man, I wanted to get out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And when I got out, I was like, I didn't think I would. I didn't think you would miss things like that. But I miss that camaraderie of my unit, of my crash and salvage team. I missed the work that I did. I mean, man, it was fun and exciting, and seeing things, and so yeah,
Wow, that's great. You want to add anything? Do you have anything to add, or do you think?
No, I mean, I feel like just being older now, and I reflect on on boot camp, on training, on I enjoyed. I think it set the foundation for who I am today, because being crash and salvage on the flight deck of an aircraft carrier, when you're out there in the middle of the ocean, and you're the 911 for the flight deck, and it's like this is it. You got to get it done. You got to get the job done. There's just no other way to put it. It's like you find a way. You find a way to put those fires out and salvage that aircraft, move it out of the way, move it out of the runway, and that's it. That is at its simplest form. You just have to get it done. There's no other excuse. I mean, and so that's who I am today. As I think back on it, and that's where I'm at today in my life, is just get it done. We got to get it done. We got to do it.
All right, I guess that's all I have. If you have anything else, if not, we can conclude.
Okay.
Okay. Madhu.